Hello and welcome. Today I'll be reviewing The Lady Vanishes from 1938. Now this is an Alfred Hitchcock thriller on a train, whereby a young woman has a brief encounter with an older woman, a really friendly older woman where they help each other in some sort of way. And then she finds herself looking for this elderly lady after she vanishes. Nobody seems to know where she is, who she is, if she was even there in the first place. So there's really an air of mystery and an air of who is right, who is wrong, where is this plot going to go. It's really quite fascinating. Really creative shots. It's Alfred Hitchcock, right? So sometimes he could do no wrong, and in this film he really it's forward thinking from him. The transitions, the ingenuity in the filmmaking, the way he blends things together, really top marks for that. I must say the audio is an issue sometimes. Some lines are clearer than others. Not sure if that was a sign of the times or the actual filmmaking itself. The backstory, there's a backstory to this film, like the first 10-15 minutes or so is dedicated to a time before the characters are on board the train. And I felt it was really important because it built up this exposition, this sort of familiarity with some of the players you see in the film. And I thought that worked really well, because otherwise you would have been a little bit confused or thought some of the actors were a bit shallow. But the backstory I thought was really well done, and it will tie things together at the end if you can sort of pay attention. Yeah, Hitchcock blends the sinister with his personalized filmmaking, which really does add to the feature film. The plot gets thick and fast. Questions are arising, questions are answered in a comforting way. The lead is in fact Margaret Lockwood, and she's very sweet. She's very watchable and flexible on the camera. She does her thing, and it's really quite entertaining. A really nice performance, believable. Michael Redgrave stars as the male lead that counters Lockwood's frantic obsession of finding the vanishing lady. And he matches off really well with her. She's a star of the show, but he's really quite great in as it is. The actor Paul Lucas plays the Doctor, and he was pretty good as well. Quite there was a bit of artistry with his sort of performance and his character and the way he speaks. Really quite cool. Yeah, I think one of my the favorite part of the film was the two English gentlemen that appear, and they appear throughout, and they appear as if they were two blokes that had just walked onto the set and just sat on the train and sat in the hotel before and just done what they'd usually do. They're off to a cricket match and they're complaining and they're moaning and they're discussing what's going on. Should they get involved? Oh no, it's too much bother. They are hilarious. Really great. Let's see here. Final comments. Yeah, it's a fun ending. You get a bit of action, clever lines of dialogue. There's a romantic subplot, which is not heavy, not necessarily needed, but it's welcomed, especially with Redgrave and Lockwood's chemistry. It's nice. The practical elements sometimes are a bit lackluster. Maybe it's the time, maybe it's the filmmaking. But yeah, that's my review. Thank you very much. Check it out.